Hello, everybody, and welcome back to baseball. It is the regular season debut, premiere, leadoff. The regular season leadoff. Opening day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. We have Luis Castillo taking on Nick Pivetta as the Mariners and Red Sox get things started. We have a 4-game set against the Red Sox, and then we are playing the Cleveland Guardians before a day off. If you haven't been watching, welcome on in. If you're just a regular season person, hey, that's totally cool. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully you've been enjoying the years now of content that I've been doing inside of MLB The Show. This is season number 4. We are 3-time defending champions. And I have played 30 spring training games, which is an absurd number. Probably should have been 29. We should have played ourselves, but whatever. It's fine. No big deal. Now, we are starting off the season here. Every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel, you can catch new Mariners baseball. You see the off days there on the calendar. Those are going to be other videos. There will be baseball every day from now until September. Fingers crossed. We just got done having some internet issues, so that's fun. Right now, they're going to be Battle Royale modes, but I might change it up a little bit for like a challenge mode or just kind of doing something else. That way, it's not the same sort of thing over and over again. But that's the plan. You can catch games both here on YouTube, so subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't already. 6 p.m. Pacific time right here. You can also watch them live over on twitch.tv/JonosaurusRex. Tuesday, April 2nd is when I'm going to be getting back into the regular rigmarole. Saturday and Sunday will be kind of longer streams, but they won't be there that won't be typically what I'm doing. I'm trying to get everything caught up and finished up so that I could roll into April in a little bit better of a spot. So twitch.tv/JonosaurusRex. Link is in the description. Go follow the channel. You'll see me live this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, doing a bunch of stuff. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time will be most of the time for the baseball things, except for Sunday. We'll start at about 4:30, and then there will be a game at 6. It'll be a double header. I'll be talking about that likely more on Monday, as I kind of talk about the first quarter of the year and where we're going as far as content is concerned into the second quarter and for the rest of the year. Now that we have a release date for the baseball game and we're in it and all that good stuff. Thanks again for hanging out. Let's get you set. Let's get you set and ready for our season here. We're 0-0. We're coming off a 3rd straight World Series title. And let's just take a quick look at the depth chart real quick. We'll get you caught up. You can see there in the lower right-hand corner. That is our bullpen. It's ranked 15th. We have Munoz as a closer. We'll have Brash, Santos, Spire, Saucedo, Stout, and Voth. I did not pick that, though I think I would have picked that. I don't know if it goes off of rating or stats, because we pitched a lot with those guys throughout the spring training portion of this season and actually felt like I pitched pretty well with them. They're a little on the lower side ratings wise, but that's okay, because if we could just piece it together, we'll be all right. Moving over to the catcher, we'll have Cal Raleigh. He'll be our everyday catcher. Except for when lefties are up, we'll probably have Garver be the starting catcher. We'll also probably see Garver over at first base because he is his secondary position is first base. Speaking of first base, it'll be Ty France over there. Looking at second base, it'll be Polanco. We also have Haggerty, who might sub in against lefties, but we might also use Polanco in those same games because Haggerty while he is a switch hitter, he is much better against lefties than he is against righties. So that is kind of what we're looking at there. Crawford is our diamond, our stud. He's not like a diamond to the game, but he's a diamond in my heart. Shortstop, I love him there. Urias is right now the 3rd baseman. I might swap more in there a little more frequently. We're going to figure it out as this first month of the season rolls along, and that's kind of just what we're working with. We have Rojas and Polanco listed as the DHs. Right now it's Rojas. So we might try to use Dylan Moore if he has some speed. I like a speedy lineup here, and this team is really lacking in speed. You can see 21st in speed. The 22nd in contact is a little bit concerning. The power in the pitching is great. Defense kind of leaves me in maybe. We're kind of okay. Could have some problems. We're pretty middle. We're almost dead middle of the pack at 15th. Looking at the outfield before I forget, we have Rayleigh out in left, we have Julio, our main man. We have Julio out in center. Oh, I guess I could have done this. Julio Rodriguez out there in center field. Mitch Haniger is in right. I'm happy to have him back on the team. We have a couple of spots, though, that are pretty lowly rated. They're in that red zone. And what I'm kind of thinking about doing is tinkering with the lineup a little bit more than I typically do. Usually I just let the computer take care of it. But maybe we find some pieces, if I'm not loving Urias or Polanco or Rayleigh, which I kind of doubt because he's really good against left-handed pitching or whatever, right-handed pitching. Maybe we try to initiate some trades to help us boost the speed and the contact a little bit. But if the lineup is flowing, then we'll probably just leave it alone. So yeah, that's your lineup for right now. That's our depth chart for the start of the year. So let's get into it. Pivetta, Castillo, play full game, and it's Thursday. We'll go ahead and go alternate 2. On future Thursday home games, we will play in the Kingdom with the throwback units. I have not actually played in T-Mobile Park yet this year. No, I've probably played one in, what's it called? Pivetta is a right-handed pitcher, so we're going to have a couple. We're going to have a lefty. I want to do this. There. Rojas is a 47. Problem is that leaves a lot to be desired. Ty France is a 19 speed. I actually kind of like him in the 6th spot. Actually, should I flip that down and just kind of alternate it? Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Welcome on into opening day, everybody. Woohoo! It's here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I forgot to get a drink. So we're going to just have to hope that I survive. Survive. Maybe even thrive. I might try to use that thumbnail. Actually, hold on. Let's bounce out. Paste it. For whatever reason, there's no audio, no commentary here.
The crowd is
there it is.
Up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute.
Opening day!
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners.
You gonna give me enough of a pause there? Okay, we'll use that.
So the Seattle Mariners looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
There he is, our guy,
Julio. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And
82 and 80. They just missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond.
They almost played meaningful baseball all the way to game 162.
Coming your way next.
There he is, our opening day starter, Luis Castillo. And here he is. 33 starts, a 14-9 record, a 3.34 ERA with those 197 innings pitched, 29.8% strikeout rate, 7.6% walk rate. And here we go. One of the specific reasons that I play a lot of the spring training stuff is to dial in the difficulty. We have probably the hardest hitting difficulty we've ever had. I started at All-Star, and I dropped a little bit early, but I never went down a full level. And we are up to Hall of Fame, which is where it's currently sitting right now.
Pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Oh, I thought we were going to get off to a good start there. With a strikeout.
Here's the 0-2.
Ooh.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
That was not where I wanted that fastball, shockingly. Go a little inside slider.
And the 0-2. Ground ball to the right side. Dives
Get there! Oh!
And he beats it.
It's a good effort. It's 91 speed.
So stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. There's the strike.
There we go.
Castillo, the 6'2" righty, 200 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
There we go. Swinging over the top. I just poke it a little further outside.
Kicks and deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Not doing a great job here with these 0-2 counts. Got him. Fucking what is that horn? I did not turn that on. What?
Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. This one chopped on the ground, but
that's did I turn that on accident somewhere?
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Okay, not great.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
Oh, that's a strike, please.
And fires in a fastball.
Okay, I'll take
Durant
it.
at second with 2 down.
That's not a good slider, but we did get the swing. Oh, they gave him green rally flags. Let's go! Oh, thank God.
Up and in, and the count is even.
Yes.
2-2.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh. They'd been plain white, and for whatever reason, when we played like the Dodgers, theirs were white as well. So it was just like it was really boring when it should have been blue and green.
And the righty deals. Gets a piece.
Come on.
Do it again.
I think when we were pitching with him,
2-2 down. And a foul ball.
when we pitched with Castillo in the most recent,
and the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really...
There we go.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll
There was a delete horn? It's a meme. What is happening?
And one left. So now the Mariners offense.
We threw a lot of pitches with Castillo when we played. I think it was the second to final, the 29th game of spring training. It was 28 or 29. We threw, I think, 5 or maybe even 6 innings with him.
T-Mobile Park, and getting to start, Nick Pivetta.
And we had a rough first inning with him there as well. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can tone it down a little bit. The 0-2, the 2-strike counts I've been struggling with. But we are at the highest difficulty. That's typically where we sit with the hitting or with the pitching difficulty. But we're sitting in Hall of Fame right now. We'll see what we can do. What can we do against Nick Pivetta, who has a 5-pitch repertoire, a 4-seam fastball, a 12-6 curve. That's at 97 and 82. That is my fucking nightmare. Slider at 89, cutter at 91, a sweeping curve at 88.
The wind of the pitch. Ball one there.
Okay. Slider way off.
An all-star a season ago, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, it's a big curve. Now, I'm not sure if Rodriguez is a good leadoff hitter. I think maybe Crawford's probably the better thing, but I like having the speed. I meant to check swing. That was... Hey, thank God. It was good timing. Watch for the 12-6 curve here.
That one not close.
Fastball inside. Oh, okay. 12-6 curve and that slider. Ooh, that almost got me. Probably should have. Thankfully, it was a contact swing.
Here comes a pitch.
Yeah, I went.
McGuire on to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well,
okay, weird start.
For everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
That one missed.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And that one
Hold. This is a weird game. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. This is super weird. That's probably should be 2 outs.
You just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you out.
Nice and relaxed. Here we go, Crawford. Here we go, Crawford.
That's to third. Now a jump throw. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Okay, we at least moved the runners over. It's not the situation we want, but there's a look at the Mariners lineup. Boston's actually a very interesting team because one of the seasons we started off really, really poorly. I want to say it was 21. And Boston was a huge key. We played them in Boston, and that was where things really started to turn around. Yes, Cal Raleigh, let's fucking go! Let's go! Fuck yes! The big dumper! Dumping 3 runs on the board. The new Mariners ad's pretty great, by the way. This is such a bizarre start to this season. We had a dropped third strike that led to an error. He just barely got that ball past the first baseman, Raleigh did. And then Raleigh comes through. Let's go.
And now for Seattle, Ty France.
Way too late. Way too late. He left it. I didn't know what to do with it.
He was born in Canada.
Fouled off, yeah.
One down, base is empty. That misses. Now 1-2.
Okay, some good takes here to even up the count. 2-2.
And a pitch.
There we go. Okay, way to fight back in this count. Also, the only 2 pitches I swung at, both in the zone. All right, I'll take the foul.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Ooh, got me on the outside.
2 out.
I was looking for something off speed there. That's all right.
Offside command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Josh Rojas.
Big swing with a Rojas there.
As he swings through strike 1.
Okay, here we go. Finally, like a genuine piece of infield contact.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Oh,
and a foul ball.
Oh, why is the roof closed? I didn't realize.
And a swing and a miss.
Damn it.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here on opening day. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Lifted in the air, right center field. O'Neill drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll
okay.
End it.
All right.
3-run shot for Seattle. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show.
3 runs on 3 hits. They have an error. What a weird start. What a bizarre start. All right. We have a lot of pitches thrown with Castillo so far, 22 of them. We were actually able to turn that around and have him throw 22 or 23 pitches on the other side. So that's good news.
Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Goodness. We saw a lot of that throughout the spring training. I want to say the preseason, but that's like technically not correct. I mean, that's what I'm looking for.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The Red Sox trailing by 3 here at the top of the second. Now 1-1.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he established that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
There we go. There we go.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now, they don't have any speed on first, so...
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Yikes.
That one finds the zone.
That was a very bad pitch.
Way out front for strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talk
There we go. Here we go.
Strikeout.
Why is the air horn going off? Why?
After giving up the leadoff single, back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And it's fouled away.
Yeah, that was not a very smart move on my part to go back-to-back sinkers, same spot.
That one almost got
Okay,
him.
all
Straightened
right.
him up a little bit.
I didn't. You want to maybe not be so dramatic?
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Righty to the plate.
He went. That's the end of the inning. Let's go. Let's go.
Not an easy call there, but
No, it was an easy call. He fucking went. Okay?
We go to
He
the
went.
bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox nothing.
Okay.
Back
So we're
here with
looking-
my pal Siggy. The batter now, Jorge
He
Polanco.
sent 7 batters. We got to slow down a little bit. 24 pitches is good.
That's outside.
Some more
And
takes.
that
We
is
did good
ball
toward the
one.
end of the
Siggy
the
wasn't
first
for
half
sure
inning
in
that we
first, got hit
toward
around
the end of the
a
bottom of
little
the
bit,
first,
just wasn't able to
letting
locate
some pitches go.
particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's
we go.
location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Everything came together for him. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the
That's a
other way
bad
for the
swing.
knock.
Luis
That's a bad
Reyes
swing.
now
Thought he was going to maybe go with that
comes
12-6
up empty with
curve.
a swing there.
There's the 12-6 curve that we were looking for. Shockingly, not much of the slider here. I hope everyone enjoyed opening day. I know a couple of games got delayed, which is unfortunate.
Right-hander kick steals.
Oh, Sean, no,
strike
no,
two.
no. No.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're
Ooh.
anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to
Okay.
the dugout.
Julio's 0 for 1.
Go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
The 0-1.
That's a good take right there. Sometimes I get a little too in my head thinking about, like, okay. The 12-6 fucking curve. God damn it. God damn it. That's what I was looking for on the previous pitch.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
Whew,
and there
that's
is
not
another
good.
strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working.
They get
Right
the
on
first.
it. That was such a good sound coming off the bat, but it was
They
late.
get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We head on now.
Now I will say, while I was looking at the scoreboard, obviously we'd only been up once, but part of the thing that I had noticed is in the
And welcome back to the ballpark.
during spring training we were kind of feast or famine, and we tended to have like one big inning, and that was about it. So it is a worry as we move through this regular season.
First offering is fouled off.
That, like,
and you played
oh,
behind
we're gonna
guys,
be
they love
dealing
having your
with-
speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers
Like, hey,
enjoy
we
having
scored
those
3 or
elite
4
defenders
in that
behind
one
them.
inning, and that's kind of all we're getting. Sinker didn't think it was going to be that bad, but
And a
it was.
pitch.
There we go.
Popped
There we go.
up, foul
There we
territory
go.
behind the plate. And
Boom.
Story is out. And there's one down.
Okay, so we threw 22 pitches in the first inning. I want to say that was pitch number 3 there, something like that. We only threw 12, 13 pitches there in that second inning. That's a great improvement that we're looking for.
Just missed. Next offering
That
is
circle
in
change
for
I
a strike.
thought was actually going to drop out of the way. Out of the strike zone. Right on the bottom here. There we go.
He has a
That
tendency to
inside
chase
slider
the
is
ball,
working
and that
against these
slider
left-handed
is
hit-
down. That's one of
left-handed
his money
hitters.
pitches to get that swing and miss.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Polanco with a relay throw, not in time. He's safe.
The 0-2, the 2 strike counts. It's just such a bad placement.
He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Yeah. Let the run score. Don't worry about it. One's not going to kill us. The fastball's a little wonky, a little wobbly today. I don't love it.
Arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Oh, I threw the slider. That's what I wanted. I think I've thrown just about everything. Maybe that circle change. We go back in with that.
Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How's that not a
One
strike?
away with a runner at third. As we play
Okay, there we go. That's a big strikeout right there.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Yoshida stands
fine.
in with
That's
2 away as he takes
That's
the
fine.
ball. Two balls, no strikes to count.
That spot has been it's been kind of brutal against me.
There's a strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's a big swing right there on that circle
The
change.
M's leading by 3. We're here in the top half of inning
Got
number
him.
3.
Let's go. Put him away. Let's go. Let's go.
Runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man
Show me
left.
some emotion,
We head now to the
Castillo.
home half of inning number 3. It's the
Okay.
Mariners 3.
So we've
and the
given
Red
up-
Sox nothing.
A hit in each inning, but it hasn't bitten us yet.
And we're back as we go
36.
to the last of the third. The batter will
Not
be
as effective an
shortstop
inning,
J.P.
obviously, but even pitch count wise.
And right
Son of a
back to the
bitch.
mound. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one.
Yeah,
for
big
strike
swing.
0-1.
That's in there.
0-2.
One out, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
France
We're,
swings through that one as he comes to the
falling
plate for
apart
the
a little
second
bit
time
here.
today. Swing and a miss.
Good God.
If he can go
These
1, 2,
fucking
3 here,
off-speed
it would be a
pitches.
Very positive sign for him and for his team.
And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing across.
I don't think he threw a single strike in that
Innings
last
complete.
bat.
It's
That
the
last at
Mariners
bat.
3 and the Red Sox nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Rafael Devers.
Ball 1.
First pitch just
Oh.
misses.
Yeah,
Also,
and
shout out to that
on
shitty
Devers.
strike
He's at
call
his
on
best when
Raleigh.
he's
Like,
hitting
what the
homers
fuck?
and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs.
For
and more
God's
than
sake,
200
are you
doubles. He's just the
serious?
15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Man at first, and stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. And there's a foul ball.
Man, I know, like, they banned the shift and
Left-hand
everything,
hitter
but fuck.
Right through there for a strike.
Try a slider inside. It's been effective against the left-handers. Almost effective. Not quite what I was looking for.
And 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Now here is number 47.
Now, I mentioned, like, the speed and the contact aren't great on this team. Another problem, not a lot of
He doesn't
lefties.
get the call.
That's, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
When they finished building
You've
T-Mobile
gotta
Park
be
back in
fucking kidding me.
1999, They actually opened
That's
it
a
up in
ball?
the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdom, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2-2 now. Good eye right
Oh my
there.
God. Oh my
Really
God.
close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears.
Polanco. There's one. And
Okay,
it's a
you know what?
double
That's
play
fine.
to end the inning.
Don't give me the strikeout. I'll go ahead and
One
just take the
hit,
fucking
no
double
errors,
play.
and no one left.
God
On
damn.
down to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 3
Ugh.
and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Josh Rojas.
The designated hitter.
Rojas goes 6'1",
Hold on, wait,
29
hold
years
on.
old.
Hold on,
and they
wait.
went out and made a
Hold
trade
on.
for him last season.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. Fuck.
And immediately pumps in a
Shit.
strike to the left-handed
Shit.
hitter. That one in the dirt, and now it's
Okay.
even.
See if we can lay off some of these
Well, these
12-6
Mariners
curves.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their
There
game
we
this
go.
one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that,
We have
they
him up to
forced the
45
starter to throw
pitches
more
here.
pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. A couple of hits in a row for him here. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now batting Mitch
It's a great
Haniger.
take on that slider.
Breaking ball inside.
Happy 2024 opening day, everybody. Baseball's back. Let's go.
Next offering upstairs. Rojas on at first. Nobody out. This one in the air.
No. under it. Oh,
And there's one down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Ooh, Sean, no,
at
no,
the
no.
plate as he swings through
Oh, no,
strike
no, no,
one.
no.
0-1.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Steps on the bag for one. Not in time.
Safe.
at
I don't know
first.
why he
It's
took
a
that
fielder's
himself.
choice.
So the Score, which is an app that I use for sports scores. Oh my goodness knows.
Here's Luis Arias. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
They ran a simulation inside MLB, the show 24, thinking that the Phillies, simulating that the Phillies
Out front
would
with a
beat
swing, and
the
that is strike one.
Minnesota
Meanwhile,
Twins
activity
in the World
bullpen.
Series.
Garrett
And the show,
Whitlock
for whatever
up and
reason, I
loosening
don't
in
really
the
know
pen.
why, but the show fucking loves the Twins.
2 outs.
Ball
And
one.
ball one.
The first season I did this, 2021, they were the Twins and us, the Mariners, we were the best teams in baseball.
Fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
At least foul it
Spoils
off
a
there.
2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
One thing that I did not do much of in spring training was work on the
The pitch.
stealing.
That one
I tried a
misses,
couple of
and now it's
times.
3-2. Julio Rodriguez on deck for the M's.
I'm still not sure.
Popped up.
I mean, that is just
Settles
brutal.
underneath
That's 2 pitches
And the inning
that
is
were
over.
under. Gotta
Mariners
be
leave
able to
one,
do some
but they're on
damage
top
against
by a
that
count of
stuff.
3-0.
After admittedly a pretty bizarre
Back here
first
with my
inning,
pal Siggy. We go to the
we've
top of the
settled
fifth,
down a little
and
bit.
Now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And that's in for a
struggled
strike.
a little bit with
You know,
some of the pitches that he's been throwing up there. Manager bullpen. We have Sacedo. So the reason that I mentioned that we don't have a lot of lefties in the bullpen, we have 2 of them. They have a pretty lefty-heavy lineup, so let's do this. Let's warm up Spear and Brash. Munoz in line for a close opportunity.
Red Sox, as this game goes
Or a
on,
save
have to be
opportunity
more
today,
disciplined
save
at the plate.
situation.
Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Oh, the thing is, like, Castillo, obviously we're throwing it, close to the zone, right where we want it. We're not getting the swings and misses sometimes. There we go. There we go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him
Swing
out.
and a miss.
Now
Struck him
10
out.
Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that. in this
There
one. So
we
really
go.
Good stuff working on the mound in this one.
0-1.
McGuire now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Whew, dotted.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground. On to France. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
All of that felt so, dicey.
The shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Trevor Story. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that's a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next offering misses down
That's
and
fine.
away.
Wasn't a great pitch. That was an arguably even worse pitch. Come on, you know how I want to polish this
Two down,
off.
nobody on.
High inside. Fuck.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1-2 now. Swing and a slow roll. And it goes.
Okay, stop
just
diving.
Foul.
Stop pushing the right stick.
And
All right,
here
we've got a fastball here.
the shortstop takes the ball. The line to kick the pitch.
There we go.
And it's a strikeout.
There we go.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox
I don't
go
know
down
why the
5
like
lead.
lead. What is
Still
it called?
down
That lead
3-0.
air horn? Like what? It's so weird because it's so loud and so recognizable, but then I immediately forget it's there. I'm like, oh, that's. I don't think I said that.
We head to the bottom of the 5th.
2
And
strikeouts,
down the
reach
center
on an
field,
error.
Julio Rodriguez.
Okay. They did not bring in a new pitcher.
Pavetta back to work. On the corner
that's
for a
fine.
strike.
That's fine.
And strike 2.
Okay. See, that's where it's getting so like sorry where I'm getting a little confused. I'm sure that 12-6 curve is a mistake,
And now 1
but
and
like you would
2.
think that they would be the fastball high and the 12-6 curve a little low. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Got me with the
Swing and a
cutter.
miss,
I
and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack
7
for the 9
strikeouts,
innings.
not great. Yeah, that makes
Balls
sense.
in his
Cora,
swing and
you
his approach,
fucking
just frustrating for him up there.
strategist.
You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're.
He
beating
really
him, make
pelted
this
the
adjustment
outside of
really
that
quick,
zone
'cause
right
we're
there.
gonna get
On the mound now, Garrett
Your
Whitlock.
attention, please.
Well, they didn't get
Now
much
pitching
length
for
out of their
Boston.
starter in this one, so
Number
they've got a lot of
22,
outs to eat up in that
Garrett
bullpen. I think they'll look
Whitlock.
for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So up next, Luke Raley, 1 for 2. And first
Okay,
offering
that's-
is fouled off.
So it's surprising that they brought in a new
Bases
pitcher,
empty, 1
and it's a
away.
right-handed
Last half
pitcher.
of inning number 5.
A sinker, a circle change, a slurve, and a 4-seam. I am just so swing happy today.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Probably a little more aggressive if I don't swing on the previous pitch. That's unfortunate. That's a good take right there.
Inside.
Really slow slurve. So a sinker at 96, circle change at 85, a slurve at 82, and a 4-seam at 97.
Next pitch is outside.
The circle change doesn't look good.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Like the circle change usually gets me a little bit more,
Single.
but that one, it just seems kind of flat. I don't know. Maybe it's just the difference because we looked at a bunch of those 12-6
Now
curves.
here's J.P. Crawford.
So comparatively, I don't know. This also was a really weird pitching change decision. Mariner Moose! I love you! I need your baseball card.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And he goes airborne to make the catch. Now he launches a throw over his head.
What an outstanding effort going all the way back to the
Now
warning
batting,
track and
catcher.
leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
You don't have to look so cool. You could at least look like you're putting some effort into
Up
it.
next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game. And that
Oh
is
my
in for a
God.
strike. And it's 0-1.
That fucking call. That's the second one on Raleigh.
That one missing inside. Raley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pulls the
That's
string with the changeup, struck him out. So a strong showing there.
It's the
from
second
Boston
time that we've seen a
bullpen.
strike
Through
on
5,
that
it's
edge
the Mariners 3
called
and the Red
on,
Sox
against us offensively, and he's missed a couple on that same side when we're
And
pitching.
welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting
Bull
Jared
poopy.
Duran. First pitch, and he just misses.
I think he did give us one, but it was after kind of a worse call, if I'm being honest with you.
In
There we
at
go.
the knees.
It really looks
There
like
we
these
go.
hitters have been
Yeah,
in
here we go. Right
between
back
with
in
their
it.
timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That misses the zone. 2
They
and
know,
2.
they know what I'm up to. They've caught on to my scheme.
And
That's
that's
bad
downstairs
pitch.
and outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Ripped on a line.
There we go.
That's
Nice
here.
play,
Hits it away
Haniger.
for the out. And
Nice
there's
play.
one down. So stepping
The
in for Boston.
bad two-strike fastball again. Honestly, I thought that one was going to start. I thought that was going to get out.
Well, he's been incredibly
I thought that was
efficient
going to be
this one.
crushed.
First pitch strike percentage over 70%.
Because I saw how bad it looked, and I was like, oof,
That's
that's
what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
3-1 Mariners.
Takes it to the bag.
We actually managed to hold on to our 3-zip lead.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Masataka
This
Yoshida.
frickin' jerk. Mr. Cool Guy making sweet catches out there.
2 down,
The
nobody
White
on.
Sox
Over the
10-0
top
over
half
the
of
Tigers?
sixth.
It's a fake-ass video game, huh?
And that one is lifted in the air. Haniger
I wanted to make a
makes
sweet
the
jumping
play,
catch,
and
just for
that is
fun.
that. Make it 6 shutout innings
Okay.
for him out there now. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox nothing.
2 righties and a lefty. They bring in a new pitcher.
Back in Seattle,
Way to go.
and here's the first
Mariners.
baseman, Ty
The
France.
first baseman. Ty France.
The pitch. Foul ball.
It was going to be more of a
Whitlock
check swing situation.
throws
Doesn't
what
matter.
a
It's going to
lot
be
of
strike
people
one either way.
consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance
One ball.
it's
Okay,
coming
there
back.
we go.
broke.
Strike.
Check
There we go.
swing, and that's a ball. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's
That
out of the
slurve
strike zone.
was
Make him elevate the pitch.
deliciously
Because he's not
hittable,
as
and I
effective at the
missed
top
it.
of the strike zone. You got a better chance of having success.
Down the line, Yoshida on the move.
Okay, Yoshida, I would like you to stop
One away.
Outstanding
ruining
catch
my
right
life.
there, and I love
Sir?
the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make
Thought it was going to go
that
foul,
catch,
then I
and
saw
a
him
nice
chase it, and I'm like,
calculation of
great.
just how much room he had
Fucking
to
Superman out there in
minimize
left
that
field.
contact.
God damn it.
Gathers and throws to first. And there are 2 outs.
You think we could trade for him? The greatest athlete in the universe.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners.
Good timing, just
Yep, that ball went out.
42 power.
That one back up the middle, and
Wow,
it gets through.
okay.
And that
Okay,
gives
feels
Jorge
good to see at least
Polanco a
one of
chance
those
to
go
get
through
with
for
2
us.
out. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. First
Good
pitch
take.
misses. Haniger, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ooh, that's a bad swing. That's a bad swing. Settle down.
And a pitch. Swinging a foul straight back.
Early, I'm sure. Yeah. Damn.
The pitch. Popped up to
Under
the
the
left.
sinker
into foul
and
ground.
late.
Devers drifts
Oh.
towards it. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. So no runs here on a base.
3
hit.
outs or
Mariners
so?
and 1 left.
3, maybe
7th inning
4
coming
outs
up.
on pitches
It's
like
the
that.
Mariners 3 and the Red Sox nothing.
We are like
Top of inning number
two
7.
different
Now it's Devers
plays
at the plate.
away from either a 0-0 tie or like
As he
maybe
turns
just a
on the rubber,
1-run
and
lead.
with that good live arm delivers.
That's the
Gosh
ball.
darn
And
it.
that's down and away.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having
Okay.
issues with pitch
All right.
recognition. In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
1-2 now.
Here we go. Still throwing
Getting
95.
inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there.
That looks like
That makes it pretty tough to get comfortable
looks
with
like
the
a
ball.
Sean style of pitching right there. Really
Now
toying
batting
with the
Tristan
edges.
Casas. Hammered on a line to the left.
Thought I
base
ran
hit.
that incorrectly. Boy, Rayleigh, if you had any sort of like urgency.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to.
Let's go bullpen.
And here comes
We're gonna
Scott
bring in the
Service
lefty.
as he's ready to make a change on the mound. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Your
Gabe
attention,
Spire
please.
gets the call from the
Now
pen.
pitching for the Mariners.
Ooh, 69
Number
games for
56.
Spire last year.
Yay!
Oh my goodness, phone. Yeah, right? Okay, well, I was gonna try and do. What is. Okay. Alright, well, I tried to use you. Tried to use the. I was like, oh, shared a video. Oh, cool. We'll just take like a quick peek at that. And then it's just so bad. Is it new phone week for good old Shawnee Poo?
Digging in, number 47. Fastball in.
Now, if
for
you
a
watched
strike.
yesterday's video when I was doing the
Spire goes 5
Diamond
feet,
Dynasty
11 inches. He
Battle
features
Royale
a sinker,
run.
a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a
brought in new
changeup.
pitchers and then
That
like
one off the
immediately
mark,
gave up
and
home
it's a
runs.
ball
It
and
was
strike.
awful.
And that's in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that.
There we go. There we go.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
O'Neill stands in now and watches strike 1. Bounce to the right side. Tosses
Okay,
to
we
first.
bring in the lefty.
Out
Nice
number 3.
appearance,
That
Spire.
situation navigated
There we
to
go. Was that
perfection
5
by the
pitches?
Mariner bullpen. 7th inning stretch time. It's the
So we
Mariners
knew warm-up
3 and the
Munoz.
Red Sox nothing.
They bringing in a new pitcher? No, they're going to leave it with the same guy who
Last half of the 7th. Here's the
likes,
third baseman,
enjoys
Luis
torturing me.
Urias.
Oh, that's why. It's,
Here comes a pitch. There's a
go.
swing and a drive.
Get the fuck out of
That
here.
one is back.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
And it hits the fence.
Okay.
And that's a leadoff double.
At least I sent him to.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Okay, stop.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Wow.
3
Like, just
strikeouts
leave me
already. He's
alone.
0 for 3.
Cool. Great.
Just missed.
I don't need a chat history. Oh.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's a bad
Here's
swing.
1-1.
Definitely not
Please,
a pitch location you're
stop.
expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to
That's
top
why
to
am I
bottom,
swinging?
and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Fucking idiot phone. God damn it. There we go.
And the 1-2 misses
She sent me
to
like
even
a
the
video,
count.
like shared a video, and it's like, oh, would you like to fix your settings? I'm like, no, I'd like to look at the message that she sent me, please. Oh, they punked him right in the cheeks. Right in the cheeks.
Strikes on him.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
So digging in.
That was maybe the worst possible outcome you could have had. I was not even paying attention for like 3 of those pitches. You fucking idiot. Okay, Rayleigh. He's losing control a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Find the zone.
Oh, that's a bad swing. Oh, 30. You predict that Julio Rodriguez is going to have 39 stolen bases?
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
You haven't seen me play the show.
That one misses. Now 2-2. Urias, the lead runner at second. Rodriguez at first with no outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
All out of sorts here. I can't fucking...
J.P. Crawford gets
He's
the
found...
hit.
The circle change looks different.
Swing and a miss.
Oh my fucking god.
To the right side. And it's through for a hit.
No, it's a save. It's a save.
Throw
Station
back
to
in,
station.
holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. 1 for 3.
That's a good take. That's a good take. Lock in right here. A lot of runners on. We're getting hits. We're getting contact.
And
That's
in
fine.
for a
That's
strike.
fine. That's a great
Down
take.
in.
That was a
In
great
situations
take.
like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And now 2-2.
The circle change, I didn't seem to be giving me much trouble,
Too aggressive, and a good pitcher will
but
play
now
off
it
of that.
is.
He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Ground ball left side. Oh, great stop. On to second.
Okay, all right.
To first, not in time.
Oh, we score the
Great
run.
effort
What a
there.
fucking
I promise you,
miserable.
there are guys
Raleigh's
that
going to be the player of the
faster than
game
they
because
can
he's going to have
smell
4
an RBI.
ribbies.
That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle.
God.
He gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And now the first baseman, Ty France.
It's a good
0 for
swing.
3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Out towards right center field. O'Neill drifts towards it. Corrals it. That is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push
Oh
across
man,
one.
so we have 4
We look
runs
ahead
scored
to
in this
inning
game.
number 8.
All of the,
It's
well, the
Mariners
home run
4
was like
and the
fine,
Red
but it
Sox
probably
nothing.
should have just been a solo shot. 75% of the runs that we've scored today have been based like luck based.
Back here
And
in
that
Lefkow
sucks.
City, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. That's a strike.
Oof. Okay,
Started
thank you.
in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Haniger sizing it up. Hauls
Oh,
it
that's
in for
another
the out.
another small
And there's
change
one
that I
down.
made here is the style of fielding.
The batter.
So.
Number 10. Shortstop.
That's
Trevor
new.
Story comes
Trying
up
to
to the
change
plate.
it up a little bit. We also don't need Munoz right now. I don't have him up or anything, but
Cold strike right there.
did not feel like that was a good
Base
pitch
is
at
empty,
all.
one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
It's a dotted slider.
Keeps the at-bat going.
Yeah,
with
it's
a
going to be a
foul ball.
little too cheeky on the outside.
The 0-2. Hammers that one deep left.
Okay,
field
well,
and
we need
forget
Munoz now. Where the fuck was that sinker?
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the
Huh.
jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're
We're
back
okay.
in this
We're all
ballgame.
right.
Durant.
I think that's a two strike count right there. That's where it's like a little frustrating, but
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Rodriguez puts it
Spear,
away.
Spire,
2 down.
Spear. Might not be a pitcher we want to use
Second baseman.
And
for
the batter
multiple
now,
innings.
Vaughn Grissom.
Let's go ahead and we'll just put the righty in.
For the Mariners,
We're going to just try and get one out here with Brash.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Three pitches to get there. It's a new angle, I think. Going. Yeah, I think it's that angle going up because the other one was like out and kind of down. Oof, dotted sinker right there. Cutter. God, remember when I couldn't throw a cutter? That was wild.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Two outs.
God, I'm looking. That's what I wanted from Brash. We'll bring in Munoz. Story does go yard. It's a pitch that's probably just too cute. It's a sinker on the outside.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Brendan
bottom of the eighth.
Bernardino.
Brendan Bernardino.
Gets an opportunity
Bernardino.
to square off against his former team.
Bernardino.
So I wouldn't be
Bernardino?
surprised If
Bernardino.
he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
And the batter now, Josh Rojas. And the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Swinging
Well,
too
these
big here.
Mariners doing a good
Sinker,
job of putting the
curveball,
ball into
four
play,
seam.
and
Oh,
that makes
God.
things more challenging on the defensive side. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Waves at the bender for the strike.
Yeah.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Haniger, the next to hit, takes ball
So we
one.
did see like a lot
Action
of
in the pen
pitchers,
down there.
probably a lot of
Right-hander
pitchers that didn't
appears
make
to be getting
rosters
loose.
throughout spring training, which is fine. I do think maybe the hitting difficulty is a little inflated,
One down,
but
base
we're
is
still
empty.
kind of dealing with the same situation. We had one good start to this game that was kind of weird. We were able to take advantage of it.
The other way,
Drop.
and
There we
that's
go.
down a base hit. So they get a man.
But we
aboard
haven't done a
with one
ton.
out
We had a
single.
bases loaded situation. We were only able to get one out of
Nice
that.
job of driving that pitch the
Oh, let's do this.
other way on a line. You know,
Get
hitters, they take
Santos
so many reps in the cages,
leveled up,
working on
warmed
going
up.
to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
fine.
and
Thank
he
God
did
that
it
was foul.
perfectly.
At the belt and fires. Bounce to the left side. Dive, and he's
No
got it. Throws from his
fucking
knees.
way.
Gets to second, safe there.
I know that they called it safe. I understand that.
Right there had the look
Like he got pulled off the bag, but I thought that was a hit up the line.
Just couldn't set up to
This
make a
Red
good
Sox
throw.
defense
He
is
got a little
making
too
my
excited. He
life
was
a
probably feeling it
nightmare.
as well, but either way, that's a
Couple
tough play.
errors though early.
Luis Urias up next for the
Urias?
Mariners.
Drove it off
Polanco
the wall
has
last
very
time,
weird
just
ratings.
missed out on a home run.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runners stay put.
Like
That's
he
ball
has,
one out. Runners at first and second.
they're weird versus because he's a switch hitter. switch hitter, and his like contact is in the 70s, but the power in the 50s against lefties, but then the power is in the 70s, but the contacts in the 50s against righties. It's very odd.
And there's the strike. And that's outside.
Okay. Sinker just didn't sink. I was gonna say that we haven't seen the 4-seam fastball yet. Then that pitch came out. I thought that was gonna be a 4-seam.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Damn.
2 out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That one way outside.
Okay, so we're having a bad start here with Julio. That's not what we want.
Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third, Devers. In there safely.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster.
Okay, Julio's going to go 1 for 4.
Now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Pitch gets away.
0-1's the count.
Polanco crosses the plate. He scores on the wild pitch.
Let's go. It's a terrible swing, but hey, the wild pitch works. This is a weird game. This is a very weird start to the season.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss.
Oh, this lefty-lefty curveball is a fucking nightmare.
Against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first.
So we take advantage of the error, kind of, and then it's a base hit. 4 of our 5 runs have been scored in bizarre ways or following bizarre plays. I would qualify the home run as pretty solid. However, he might throw a different pitch if it's the beginning of the top of the second rather than the end of the third. Okay, let's go.
And a pitch.
You know what? We could just go ahead and use Brash. How did he not go around? Brash would be in line to pick up a save. Munoz can kind of just hang out.
On the ground to third, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
So that's the one thing that's a little scary is some of those hits up the third base line. We saw the.
And here is Devers. And there's a ball.
If you're going to get something going,
What's
this is the time
I wonder
to
what the
do it.
difference
You get the
is.
leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over his
Reactions
shoulder
is
and say,
69.
I'm just gonna keep the line
I think the
moving. Don't
speed
try to
is
do
part
too
of the
much.
issue as well. Moore is a little bit quicker.
The pitch. That's in there.
Thank God.
And it's 1 and 2.
Thank God. That looked like, I thought that was going to be a
Leading
ball.
by 4. Here at the top of the 9th. This one in the air right
That was a
field.
terrible pitch. Oh my
Haniger
fucking
sizing this
God.
one up.
Holy hell.
Nabs it. 1 down.
I don't know if it came across on the other. There was a sharp inhale.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. There's a strike.
I think one of the games that we played in spring training was kind of like this, where it was like, hey, there was a lot of real bad in there. We got pretty lucky that we won that game. Just got to kind of figure it out from there.
It's a ball in 2 strikes.
Oh, I
The
didn't
Red
want
Sox down by 4 as
Step
we
off,
play game
step off,
1 of
step
this
off.
4-game
Step
series.
off.
Steps off and looks to first. Hard on the ground to first. To Crawford for 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Victory for the Mariners! A bizarre victory that I feel like, and I know there's 161 games left, I think that's going to be hard to top. For like, Julio beats out the throw because it was an error. A throw pulled him off the bag. There were 2 errors for the Red Sox. Hey, what a bizarre game. What a just a bizarre game. Thankful for the victory, but a weird one. A real weird one. Raleigh coming through with a nice hit there. We score on a wild pitch, which is pretty good. Yeah. Julio goes 1 for 5, a little concerning. We pile up 11 hits. Castillo gets the victory, his first of the season, 6.1 innings pitched. He gave up 5 hits. He struck out 12. No walks, no earned on his line. Shocked that he is the player of the game. Brawley knocked in 4 of the 5 runs on a 1 for 4 day. It was a 3-run blast that was most of the damage. Hanniger was 2 for 4 with a run. Raley was 2 for 5 with a run. Arias was 1 for 4 with a double and a run. Then we scored 1 on the wild pitch. So, like, he had all 4 possible ribbies. Story was 1 for 3 for the Red Sox with a home run. Cassis was 2 for 4 with a strikeout. Yoshida had a couple nice plays in the outfield, but struggled to play 1 for 4 day with 2 strikeouts on his line. Nick Pivetta gets the loss. He only gave up 3. It was like 1 bad pitch, basically. I don't even know that those should count as like earned runs because one of them was an error, and the other one was like kind of, I guess, a better hit, but I don't know. Maybe 2 earned on his line, but Pivetta, 4.1 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, did strike out 7, no walks, 3 earned on his line. Brash picks up his first save of the season, and we save Munoz's arm for another day. We have 7 days of action before we get another day off. There is a stretch of games later in the season where it is 17 in a row, which is like just wild. Wild. There's the Houston Astros, Robin Roberts. Okay. So we get off to a good start. We're 1-0 this season. That is good news. Let's advance the day. And we are, oh, nice. They put us in the City Connects. Oh, you can't see it because my face is in the way. I'm sorry. Here, I'll pull it down. Oh, they even changed the logo on the bottom. Oh, nice. Nice. Move myself down there. But there you go. We're going to be rocking our City Connect uniforms tomorrow because it is Monday. I think they got rid of the... Oh, it's because I have the music turned off? I think. I was going to say, I don't think they have the update, like the radio update. Weird. So there you go. There is your matchup tomorrow. Tanner Houck taking on George Kirby. We get off to a good start. We continue our winning ways. We had a tremendously successful season last year. Winners of our 3rd straight World Series. Fantastic. Really weird way to start it. I think we need to improve offensively. We got lucky in a few big spots there and struggled a lot outside of that. We did put some hits on the board. We did at least take advantage a bit of the errors that they did give us to some degree. They gave us those extra outs. We were able to turn those into runs. So we're pretty, it's a couple of close plays that you flip them and it's maybe a 1-1 game going into the bottom of the 9th. If you still keep that Raleigh home run, it's maybe a 1-0 game in favor of the Boston Red Sox. If that Raleigh home run, if that whole situation gets tinkered to a point where he wouldn't have hit that home run, it's weird to like be a little theoretical about that, but it's an interesting thing to think about because there are a couple of key plays that like hinge on it. I guess if you take Julio off the base paths, we still get the Raley home or the Raley hit, which then led to the Raleigh home run. So maybe it's a 2-1 game. Otherwise, we're playing a lot tighter and maybe pitching a lot tighter as well. And that could lead to mistakes, but we'll see what tomorrow has in store. We're still in that Hall of Fame difficulty. We're kind of scaling up and down as some of the at-bats were kind of bad. some not great strikeouts, some rough calls that didn't go our way, and that's just how it goes. What's today? Today is Thursday. Okay. Should be probably a co-op video up here, I think. You can watch more baseball over here. You can watch more content of mine if you subscribe. You can ring the bell down below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex for more MLB action all season long. Check twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex for more. Thank you for watching. Good night. Go Sports. Go Mariners.